to go out to party.
Some of the biggest R&B and soul legends didn't just fight for hits, they had to fight in court too. And the crazy part, a few of these songs almost got blocked, taken down, or lost money. And most fans never even heard the real story. Imagine making a classic love song. The whole world sings it. Then one day, someone says, that song is mine. Now it's lawyers, papers, and big money on the line, because one lawsuit can change everything. Who gets paid, who gets credit, and whether a song stays available. Some careers got hurt, and some legends got pulled into battles they never wanted. So stay with me as we count down. There are 10 R&B soul music legends caught in copyright battles over songs, and by the end, you'll know the real courtroom stories behind music history. Number 10, Isaac Hayes, Estate, Hold On, I'm Coming. This song feels like pure confidence, like you're walking back into the room with your head up. I remember hearing it and thinking, this is soul power. It's the kind of record that makes people clap on beat without even trying. Facts and context. Hold On, I'm Coming was recorded by Sam and Dave and written by Isaac Hayes and David Porter. In 2024, Isaac Hayes' estate and related rights holders sued because the song was being used at campaign events, and a federal judge ordered limits on that use. In the court's September 11, 2024 order, the judge granted an injunction in part that barred future use of the song without a valid license, while not forcing takedowns of past videos. Fun fact, the judge's order even talks about how the campaign's license could exclude specific songs if the songwriter objects, so one email can change everything. Why it's forgotten, shocked, underrated. Most fans only hear the music. They don't see the paperwork behind it. These fights often happen quietly, and people don't realize an old classic can still be protected like a brand new hit. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. Keep listening, because the next story is about a drum fill and a sample question that almost turned into a big money headache. Number 9, Mary J. Blige, Real Love. This is that early 90s heart on your sleeve feeling, like you're singing in your bedroom mirror and it feels true. Really want you to realize, I really want to put you on. I remember when Mary's voice hit the speakers, she sounded like real life, like love and pain mixed together. Facts and context. This legal fight wasn't Mary personally suing somebody. It was a copyright lawsuit targeting Universal Music connected to her 1992 hit Real Love. In September 2025, Reuters reported a New York federal judge dismissed the case, saying Real Love was not substantially similar to the older work the plaintiff pointed to. The big idea, in music law, it's not enough to say it feels the same. The court looks at what an average listener would actually recognize. Fun fact, the song at the center of the claim, Impeach the President, is one of the most sampled records ever, which is why it shows up in lawsuits and debates again and again. Why it's forgotten but underrated, because people don't like talking about publishing and rights. They just want the song. And when a case gets dismissed, it can disappear from the conversation fast. This is crate digger gold, not for the drama, but for understanding how serious sampling questions can get. In the next one, this story feels like a movie. One person says, "You took my song," and the ending happens in a real courtroom.
I happen to notice a girl in the light.
Number 8, John Legend, Maxine's Interlude. This is quiet storm R&B, smooth, gentle, the kind of track you play when the house is calm. I remember that era, grown-up soul on the radio, like a late-night DJ talking soft between songs. Facts and context. A songwriter named Anthony Stokes filed a copyright lawsuit saying John Legend's Maxine's Interlude copied his work.
Shade of blue.
The key fact here is what happened next. The federal court entered an order of dismissal stating the matter had been settled, and the case was dismissed on May 7, 2012.
Happened to see her, the sight of her leave me confused.
Fun fact, the court order says the case could be reopened within a short window if the settlement wasn't completed. So even when people say it's over, there's still a process.
She may not be you.
Why it's forgotten but underrated? Most settlements don't come with a big public speech. No big victory lap. So fans don't learn the details, they just keep listening to the music like nothing happened.
But she looks just like you. She may not.
Real heads keep this one like a secret key. Retention tag. Keep listening because the next case is wild. A voice, a sample claim, and a superstar record that still had to answer questions in court.
I've been drinking.
Number 7, Beyonce and Jay-Z, Drunk in Love. This song hit like a wave, dark, heavy, hypnotic, and bold. I remember that feeling when it dropped, like the whole room changed temperature, like the bass had a shadow.
Filthy when that liquor get it to me. I've been thinking.
Facts and context. A Hungarian singer, Monika Juhasz Mitsura, also known as Mitsu, sued over the alleged use of her voice in Drunk in Love. In a December 10, 2015 decision order, the New York court granted the motion to dismiss her complaint, explaining that the song and video were treated as protected artistic works under the law discussed in that case. So the fight was real, but it ended with the court throwing it out.
Why can't I keep my fingers off it, baby? I want you.
Fun fact, the decision describes how she said she learned about it. Friends calling her after the song came out because people recognized the sound and started asking questions.
Why can't I keep my fingers off?
Why it's forgotten, underrated. Because once a case is dismissed, the internet moves on to the next headline, and fans usually talk about the beat, the video, the Grammys, not the legal paperwork behind a few seconds of sound.
Baby, I want you.
This is crate digger gold for understanding how sensitive voice and sampling claims can be. Now stay with me, because the next one is the big modern Don't Touch the Classic story. And it ended with a settlement that changed what people could release. Number 6, Donna Summer, Estate, I Feel Love versus Ye and Ty Dolla $ign. I Feel Love is not just a song. It's like a glowing machine that never runs out of power. I remember hearing it and thinking the future had arrived early. That sound is a legend all by itself. Facts and context. Here's the story. In February 2024, Donna Summer's estate sued Ye and Ty Dolla $ign over their track, Good Don't Die, saying it used an unauthorized interpolation tied to I Feel Love, even after permission was denied. Then came the major update in June 2024. Reporting said the sides reached a settlement, and part of the outcome was that Ye was barred from further distributing or using the disputed song. Controversy. Pay off. Remember when we teased that one lawsuit could lead to a song getting blocked or disappearing? This is that moment. Some people say it's just inspiration. Others say no. If you were told no, you can't do a sound alike and release it anyway. In reporting on the case, the estate side described the issue as using instantly recognizable parts of the classic record without clearance, and the dispute ended with a settlement that kept the new track from being distributed the same way. That's why this tune isn't just music, it's history. Fun fact, major reports noted the track had been pulled from streaming during the dispute, so the lawsuit didn't just live in court, fans felt it in real time. Why it's forgotten, truly underrated, because the biggest part, settlement terms, can be quiet, and people don't always circle back after the headline. But this case teaches a simple lesson. Legends still have guardrails, and the past can still protect itself. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. Keep listening, because next we're entering the top 5, where the courtroom stories get even bigger and the stakes get even crazier.
Another day is gone. I'm still.
Number 5, Michael Jackson, You Are Not Alone. Man, this one feels like a nightlight in the dark. I remember it as that slow, soft song that makes you breathe slower, like late night radio when the whole house is quiet. It's the kind of record that holds your hand and says, you're not by yourself.
All alone. How could this?
Facts and Context, You Are Not Alone was released on August 15th, 1995 under Epic, Sony, MJOG. It was written by R. Kelly, and the credits list R. Kelly and Michael Jackson as producers. Now the courtroom part, in September 2007, Billboard reported that a Belgian appeals court ruled the song's writing was connected to an earlier work by Belgian brothers, often reported as the Van Passel twins, and that the ruling affected rights in Belgium. So the big point is this: the song stayed famous worldwide, but in one country, the legal story became part of its legacy.
You're not here with me.
Fun fact, this was Michael's final #1 hit in the US. So it's not just a love ballad, it's a history marker.
You never said goodbye.
Why it's forgotten, underrated. Not the song, the story is what people forget. Most fans never hear about country by country rulings, so they don't realize a classic can have different legal rules in different places.
Someone tell me why did you?
Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next tune, beautiful on the surface, but behind it was a long fight that made the song hard to find for years.
Could you be?
Number 4, Sir Prince, The Most Beautiful Girl in the World. This one feels like velvet, like a slow dance where nobody is rushing. I remember hearing it and thinking, he made romance sound expensive. It's sweet, proud, and gentle at the same time.
Beautiful girl in the world.
Facts and Context, The Most Beautiful Girl in the World was released on February 24th, 1994 on NPG.Bellmark, and the credits list Prince's writer, with production credited to Prince and Ricky Peterson. Now the courtroom part, Billboard reported on the long-running Italian plagiarism case. where courts ruled the song copied elements from a 1983 work by two Italian writers. And here's the part fans felt. Reporting and reference summaries describe the dispute leading to the song being pulled from digital stores, streaming for a long time, until a later agreement allowed it to return. Fun fact, it's one of Prince's biggest chart moments. This was the song that hit #1 in the UK, which is a big deal for any artist. Why it's forgotten, underrated, people remember Prince as a genius, but they don't always know how messy music rights can get, even for a superstar. When a song disappears from streaming, younger fans may never even find it to fall in love with it.
When the day turns into the last day.
This is Crate Digger Gold. Keep listening, because the next one is a world-famous love song, and a jury had to decide if it was truly his.
To celebrate.
Number 4, Sir Prince, the most beautiful girl in the world. This one feels like velvet, like a slow dance where nobody is rushing. I remember hearing it and thinking, he made romance sound expensive. It's sweet, proud, and gentle at the same time.
No chocolate covered candy hearts.
Facts and context. The Most Beautiful Girl in the World was released on February 24th, 1994 on MPG.Bellmark, and the credits list Prince's writer, with production credited to Prince and Ricky Peterson. Now the courtroom part, Billboard reported on the long-running Italian plagiarism case, where courts ruled the song copied elements from a 1983 work by two Italian writers. And here's the part fans felt. Reporting and reference summaries describe the dispute leading to the song being pulled from digital stores, streaming for a long time, until a later agreement allowed it to return. Fun fact, it's one of Prince's biggest chart moments. This was the song that hit #1 in the UK, which is a big deal for any artist.
In fact, here's just
why it's forgotten, underrated, people remember Prince as a genius, but they don't always know how messy music rights can get, even for a superstar. When a song disappears from streaming, younger fans may never even find it to fall in love with it.
another ordinary day.
This is Crate Digger Gold. Keep listening, because the next one is a world-famous love song, and a jury had to decide if it was truly his.
Birds fly, they don't think twice.
Number 2, the Isley Brothers, Love is a Wonderful Thing versus Michael Bolton. This one feels like Sunday soul, warm, bright, and proud. The kind of song you hear and you can picture a band playing it live, horns shining, everybody clapping in time. But behind that happy sound was a serious fight.
They spread their wings. The sun shines.
Facts and context. In court, the question was simple. Did Michael Bolton's 1991 song, Love is a Wonderful Thing, copy the Isley Brothers' earlier song with the same title? A jury said yes. In the official Ninth Circuit opinion, the court states that in 1994, a jury found Bolton's song infringed the Isley Brothers' copyrighted work, and the district court upheld a $5.4 million award. So it wasn't just internet talk. This was a full trial with a verdict, and it became one of the most talked about music cases of its time.
Don't ask why or what the whole thing means.
Fun fact, Bolton argued he'd never heard the Isley Brothers song, but the case still turned on what the jury believed after hearing the music and the evidence. That's how powerful a sounds too close argument can be in a courtroom.
Same applies to you and I.
Why it's forgotten, true underrated. Because people remember Bolton's radio hit and forget the Isley Brothers writers had to fight to protect their work. Legal wins don't always get a trophy on TV, but they change who gets credit and who gets paid. This is Crate Digger Gold. Now stay with me, because number 1 is the case that changed how people argue about a vibe in music.
If this song just hit you in that quiet place, don't let this moment be a one-time thing. Subscribe to Demo. We're building a home for real R&B and soul, the kind that heals, the kind that tells the truth. Hit subscribe and come back whenever you need a song that understands you.
I used to go out to party.
Number 1, Marvin Gaye, Estate, Got to Give It Up versus Blurred Lines. I still remember the first time Got to Give It Up hit the room. Party noise, hand claps, that loose dance floor feeling like everybody is smiling at the same time. Then, decades later, Blurred Lines came with a similar bounce, and the world argued, is this inspiration or stealing?
And stand around, 'cause I was
Facts and context. Got to Give It Up was released in 1977 on Tamla, written by Marvin Gaye, with production credited to Art Stewart in standard credits listings. Blurred Lines was released in 2013 on Star Trak's Chach Interscope, and it was produced by Pharrell Williams. In the official Ninth Circuit decision, Williams v. Gaye 2018,
nervous, baby, to really get down.
the court describes how the jury set a 50% royalty rate on publishing revenues and how the damages were calculated, adjusted after trial, meaning the case had huge money and credit consequences. And media coverage of the appeal sums up the big headline. A 2015 jury found Blurred Lines infringed Gaye's work, and the result included millions in damages and ongoing royalties.
But my body, yeah.
Controversy. Pay off. Remember when we teased that one case would make everybody argue about what counts as copying? This is it. Some people say you can't own a feeling. Others say if you copy enough special parts, it's not just a feeling anymore. In Williams v. Gaye, the appeals court looked at evidence about musical similarity and upheld key parts of the verdict, which is why the case became a big warning sign for modern songwriting. That's why this tune isn't just music, it's history. Fun fact, the appeals court decision even breaks down the math of how royalties and damages were handled. So this wasn't just a headline, it was a blueprint for future music lawsuits. Why it's forgotten, just underrated. Everybody remembers the song and the debate, but most people never read what the courts actually said. And that legal part matters because it shapes what artists feel safe doing next. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. Keep listening, because after this, I want to hear your pick for the most shocking music lawsuit ever.